Well, good morning. I've had a little bit of a disaster this morning. One of my power banks, which was supposed to be almost full, has just completely stopped working. I'm not sure why. It's nowhere near cold enough. But I have been having a few problems with this one for a while now. The interface has been a little bit bugged and stuff like that, so I can't say I'm too surprised. I am really annoyed though, because yeah, I was kind of relying on it for recording today and doing a bit of editing and whatnot. And yeah, I'm literally down to my last 15% battery life on my phone right now. So I had to make a change of plan. I think I'm just gonna have to head into town, have a little wander around and just see what I can figure out really. You know, if it comes to it, I might just have to sit in a cafe or a pub for the next, 10 to 12 hours today, which is it's gonna suck, but it's got to be done, I guess. But yeah, I will try and keep you updated. Oh, it looks like it's going to be another absolutely beautiful day, which makes this even worse. The fact I got to go and sit in a dingy little pub or cafe all day. I mean, maybe I'll find somewhere that looks nice enough to see if they'll let me leave it there unattended. But yeah, this area isn't like a little village or anything, and the bigger places you go, it seems like the less trustworthy people are, and the less hospitable they are as well. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see really. It's the next day now. Yesterday was a little bit boring, like I said it would be. I actually had to buy a brand new power bank as well, and some new cables. I was just having all sorts of issues with my current stuff. But yeah, the lady in the shop, she even let me leave my power banks there. So yeah, I'm going to head back into town and go and grab them now, and hopefully they're going to be fully charged. Well, I'm going to do one thing before I go. Well, I'm going to do it on the way. I'm going to leave my power bank out in the sun, preferably high up on a tree where no one will be able to see it. Well, I know I said I was going to go get the power banks right away, but I sort of changed my mind. It's just such a beautiful day today. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a detour and just have a little stroll through the woods. I've actually spotted something. Oh, so have I. Is that a rope swing? That is indeed a rope swing. Do I dare? I mean, I kind of have to at this point. Let's see how stable it is first. Doesn't seem too bad. Oh, okay. Let's go. Woo! Oh no! Yeah, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Oh. Ah, yeah, that's quite enough of that before my luck runs out. Such a beautiful little nature reserve. Look at these natural walls, just made of mud and tree roots, with a nice carpet of moss over them. This is beautiful. Yeah, I'm loving every single second of this walk. Well, that was a much longer walk than I intended for it to be, but you know, I just thought the longer I stay out until I pick up my power banks, the more charge they're going to have. And it turns out when I got there, they were both fully charged. So yeah, really happy about that. Something else I'm really happy about is I got some leftovers to cook, so I don't even need to, you know, prepare a whole meal on it or anything. I can just warm up that bolognese from the other night. I'm probably going to bulk it up with a little bit of mushroom and cheese as well. So yeah, I'm going to get a fire going and get my dinner sorted. I'm actually going to add the cheese straight into the bolognese this time. Just so it properly melts into it, enhancing the flavour, I guess. Alright, that's looking pretty done to me. Drain this water out. Oh, no. Well, definitely didn't spill half of my pasta on the fire. That definitely didn't happen. Oh, lovely. Well, yeah, guys, I'm going to go and enjoy my pasta. This time I'm going to eat it in the tent. I'm sort of halfway through a really good documentary on YouTube, so yeah, I thought I'd treat myself. Since I've got fully charged power banks, I thought I'd treat myself to a little documentary. So yeah. I think eating that in the tent was a massive mistake. I am sweating like crazy now. It's so hot. Oh. Whew. But yeah, that went down an absolute treat. Feels like my body really needed that. But yeah, not sure what I'm going to do now. I got like 10 minutes of this documentary left to watch, so definitely going to finish that. And then I think I'm just going to call it a night, really. It's been quite a long day of walking. I spent like about 5 hours in those woods walking around, so yeah, feeling pretty tired now. You having your dinner? You having your dinner? Yes, you are, aren't you? I really hope this isn't happening again. For God's sake. Please, no. No more training. What is going on? Alright, never mind. False alarm. False alarm. It was just flying unusually low, making a lot of noise, but it's moving on, thankfully. Back to sleep. Well, woke up about 40 minutes ago. I've had some breakfast, brushed my teeth, done some exercises, and I've also packed up a bag of all my dirty clothes. I feel like today's going to have to be the day where I, you know, sort out all my dirty laundry. But yeah, there's going to be a bit of an issue with that, I think. So a little while ago, I decided to convert from carrying card and cash to keeping it all contactless on my phone. You know, being outdoors, it just kind of made sense to keep it all in one place. And you know, when you go out spending all this cash, you end up with a lot of change, and obviously that weighs you down. And not just that, it's just never kind of sat right with me, just carrying around all this cash with you and keeping it in the tent and stuff like that. It just doesn't feel too great, really. And often I'd end up losing my card. That's definitely happened more than twice. So it just kind of made sense to switch put it all onto my phone and do that contactless thing. I'm not too sure what it's even called. I'm still quite new to it, but so far it's working out really well. You know, I keep very good track of my phone because obviously that's everything to me out here right now. It's how I record, it's how I edit, and now it's how I make payments. So yeah, but yeah, that doesn't come without its downfalls. The main issue, and this is the only one I've come across so far, is using a laundrette. Obviously you need to put in like pound coins to make your payment. There are some in bigger city areas that you can use contactless, but you know, ones in little places like this aren't really going to be up to date like that. And yeah, since I don't have a card anymore either, I can't even withdraw cash. I can't get cash back or anything like that. At least I don't think I can. But yeah, I'm just going to head into town and you know, use my wits and just try my best, really. You know, maybe I could find someone in the pub who's just about to order a drink and I can offer to pay it for them and they give me cash. You know, if it has to come to that, then it has to come to that, really. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to figure something out. Gotta get your bag on. Come here. Yep, typical dog behaviour when you put a bag on them. Not happy. She gets used to it pretty quick. I've just stumbled across this beautiful little bit of a beach here, and it's completely not isolated, but there's just no one here. Basically, there's no access to this beach. There's only access off of it. But I just saw some people who came right off of it, and they left the gate open, which was very nice of them. So yeah, had to come and see what this beach is all about, and I can sort of see why they close it. You know, these are some sketchy cliff faces. But you know me, I'm a gambling man. Gonna take the risk. Look what Iona found. She found a ball. Well, I spotted it first, but as soon as I touched it, she claimed it as her own. Leave it. Wait. Well, I found a nice rock to sit on, and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to keep you updated and let you know what's going on today. And yeah, while I do that, I really hope that none of these rocks come tumbling off the cliff to kill me. That would be great. But yeah, anyway, I managed to drop my clothes off somewhere to get them cleaned. But it was quite expensive, to be honest with you. It wasn't like it wasn't posh or anything, but it's also not the place you go and you do it yourself. It's somewhere you drop off all your clothes and they do it all for you. So I'm guessing that's why it was so expensive. And yeah, I've also got to pick them up tomorrow, not today. But yeah, it was about 15 quid to get them all cleaned, which I'm not thrilled about it, to be honest. But you know, like clean clothes out here, they matter a lot to me. They really do. Just like brushing my teeth and keeping in good shape. All of that stuff adds up and it matters to me anyway. You know, I like to think if you look after your body, then your body's going to look after you. And out here, it's the last place you want anything to be going wrong with your body. So yeah, I'm not happy, but I'm glad that I'm going to get clean clothes tomorrow. But yeah, I might as well take this time to talk about something else that I did want to talk about. So if you know me by now, you know that I'm a sucker for being outdoors in these beautiful scenic locations. I literally live for it. I feel like I do. But I've been doing a little bit of thinking lately, and I'm really considering doing it in a more urbanized area for, you know, not long, a very short duration. It would be about 3 or 4 days max. You know, doing it in some of the bigger cities, like Liverpool, Manchester, Birmingham, Glasgow, London, one of these sorts of places where it's obviously a lot rougher and a lot more dangerous, really. You know, I'm very, very apprehensive about setting up and leaving my tent in places like this. Even if it's on the outskirts, it still makes me very, very paranoid. You know, in all the years I've been doing this sort of thing, living outdoors, I've never had my tent ransacked. I've never been robbed. I've never had my tent burnt down. I've never come across any issues like that. And I like to think it's because I play it relatively smart. First of all, by sticking to these beautiful locations, and sticking to little places like villages and small towns, and, you know, staying rather out the way of any public footpaths or anything like that. But yeah, that all sort of changes when you get to these bigger areas, because yeah, I just feel like there's a lot rougher people. You know, I spent a good sort of week or so up in Glasgow on the streets, and it's not pleasant. I'll tell you right now, it is not a pleasant way to live. But at the same time, you meet a lot of interesting characters in these sort of places. A lot of very interesting characters, and they tend to have some very interesting stories, and interesting outlooks on life too. And yeah, I kind of want to go and talk to some of these people for a little while, and, you know, give them a little bit of help as well. You know, give them a big bag of shopping, maybe an old sleeping bag from a charity shop to get them prepped for the winter and whatnot. I just feel like, because I've got the support for you guys, you know, I do have a good bit of cash now, thanks to you guys, and I just kind of want to pay it back in a way, really, and help other people. But yeah, to be completely honest with you guys, I would never ever be able to set my tent up at these places and feel safe about it. So yeah, I'd probably look to find someone who lives in these bigger cities first. Yeah, if any of my subscribers are from, you know, these bigger cities, and you'd be willing to give me and Diana a place to stay for a couple of days, you know, this could definitely turn into a real thing for 1 or 2 episodes on my channel, because it's definitely something I've been thinking about long before I started YouTube. I've always wanted to help the people who are in bigger cities. I understand that being homeless there is a lot more difficult, and it comes with a whole different variety of issues and problems. So yeah, it's just something I've always wanted to do for a long time, and I just feel like now that I have a bit of money behind me, I can actually do that, you know? And some of you might argue that I'm not exactly in the position to be helping other people, but to be completely honest with you guys, I'm happy with my life the way it is, you know, and especially now that I've got so much support from you guys. You know, my life has taken a dramatic turn in a positive sense, and I just feel like I'm ready now more than ever to help some of these people, you know. I'm not particularly a wise person, but maybe I can shed a bit of my wisdom onto them and help them a little bit, because yeah, I just feel like being homeless in cities is a whole other ball game, you know. It's pretty rough and pretty horrible, to be frank. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say, really. And so yeah, if I do have any subscribers that are out in these bigger areas, bigger cities, and you know, have a spare room, not even a spare room, just like a sofa for a couple of nights for me and Ayana. Not even a sofa, I tell you what, just a floor, just a floor and 4 walls. If you got that to spare for a couple of nights, then yeah, message me on Instagram, because it's definitely something I'd be interested in doing. But yeah, that's it for now. I'm going to maybe do a bit of sunbathing, and then gonna have to walk back up that hill. I'm kind of avoiding it, I won't lie. I'm just enjoying this scenic view right now, and dreading the walk back later. I'll deal with that bridge when I come to it, you know. I'm so proud of my dog right now. She's never been a big fan of swimming. She only usually comes out to swim when I'm, you know, in the water already, and she'll come out and swim to me. But as for swimming on her own, she very rarely does it. In fact, I'd say never. She never does it. But I've been throwing this stick and this deflated ball into the sea countless times, and she's finally getting used to swimming by herself, and I could not be. It's such a father moment, you know, if I can even say that. I'm so proud of her. So proud of you, girlie. You like to girl, aren't you? Ready? Look at that! Good girl! Who's a good girl? Oh yes you are! You are so good! Good girl! Good girl! Oh, who's a good girl? Yes you are! Yes you are! Yes you are! You're a good girl! Yes! Look at the size of that pine cone. Is that, or is that not, the biggest pine cone you've ever seen in your life? Because it is for me. I don't even know why I'm finding pine cones on the beach. Yeah, cool. Do you want the pine cone? She's like, what have you thrown from me? What is this? Well, it's the next day now. For the past couple of nights, I haven't really slept that well. So I've just had the best night's sleep ever. Like a proper 8 to 10 hours sleep. And yeah, I just feel really good. Feel really energetic and just ready to go. And it's a good job because I got a lot to do today. I got quite a few things that need to get done. But yeah, I think you're going to have to wait until next video to see what happens today. Because yeah, I think this is where I'm going to end this one. So until the next video, guys, it is goodbye from me.